welcome to the XHILO experience. Yeah. Listen, I got Big Z definitely in the building. You already know what it is. XHILO, your host. We doing it big and we doing it heavy. I got an intimate special guest live. So Z, does loyalty have an expiration date? Yeah.
You really put me on the spot.
On the spot. Something. This is an organic podcast.
Like you really just started talking.
It's an organic podcast. You're on the mic right now. You already know what it is. We're doing it what? We're doing it big and we're doing it heavy.
Okay.
My podcast, the People's Podcast.
Damn. All right.
Organic. Let it flow.
Jesus.
There you go.
Okay. I have to say yes. It's a very ugly answer, but I do believe that this also goes in degrees. It's not black and white. It's not a black and white question. There are grays to this, just like with everything. Bro. Okay, if we're gonna do it like this, then we need subjects. So like, which one do you want to tackle first? Because one thing will, like, a friendship and a relationship are two different things, which require two different levels of.
Listen, I'll put it like this.
That's a lot.
I'll put it like this. Loyalty has an expiration date, but for me, and I hate to give my personal opinion about this, I said it. I didn't talk to the PR. For me, it doesn't. No matter how bad you treat me, no matter how good you treat me, if I like you as a person, I'm still going to be there for you. It's sad to say, maybe that's our greatest weaknesses as human beings. I think it's a human being thing.
But the degree will change. And that's what I'm saying about loyalty. I'm not saying that it stops. Some people, you have to make that choice. Right. Because it comes a point where you have to decide if you're going to continue to be abused and enjoy that cycle. And again, I'm talking about extreme situations. Some people, again.
But I got to cut you off because I've been doing debates and I've been out there talking to the people. And why do we always have to use an extreme example when that's only 20% of the problem?
Well, no.
We concerned with the primary. We're concerned with loyalty to your mom, loyalty to your cousin, loyalty to your brother, loyalty to your sister, loyalty to your wife. Not boyfriend and girlfriend. Loyalty to your best friend. So-called, quote unquote, air quotes. I said it. Yup.
But abuse is abuse. And abuse can take the form of anything. And I mean, and I'm not saying, okay, but extreme, my version of extreme for me with dealing with an individual is laying your hands on me.
Right.
Now we're fighting. Now there's now I'm at a point where I'm afraid.
That's extreme.
Once I live in fear of, are you going to lay your hands on me? Is this going to escalate? Are things going to get thrown? Do I have to, you know what I mean?
Right. Go further. Yeah.
All I'm saying is you don't feel that something like that you should be like, I need to take I'm not saying if you don't have kids with them, look.
Okay.
If you're not dying, perdóname, goodbye.
Right.
If you're dying, I'm fucking there for you. If you're not dying, I need for you to stay as far, far away.
Okay. So.
But you gotta be dying.
Right. So here's where we at with this whole thing. We're gonna do this. And this is for the people. Let's find out what loyalty means.
Okay.
Let's get a definitive definition of loyalty.
Okay.
So we can both understand the dialogue or dialect, however you want to call it, what we doing here. So we go like this. What does loyalty mean? Boom. It's spelled even for me. I don't know how to spell it. Go ahead. What we talking about? Loyalty. The quality of being loyal. A strong feeling of support or allegiance. That's loyalty. a strong feeling of support or allegiance. Do people feel a strong form of support from the close ones, from the loved ones? Do you see? How do you feel? Talk to me.
Damn. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been spending the last year and a half building my allegiance, building people that I feel that I can build with, building new relationships. As for the people in my life currently, I only have a very small group of friends to begin with. And our relationship has been tested over the years, and I feel like it's constantly changing. And even all of those relationships, we will still always be there for each other. Like, no matter what, we're there for every big event. We're there for each other emotionally.
Okay.
But that's not to say when it comes, loyalty is there, but that doesn't mean that relationships don't change. And the degree of how you can show up for someone also changes. You know?
I never think of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I've gone years without speaking to them, but they know that if they ever need something, I'm there. We send each other all of that stuff. You know, we're still connecting,
right.
But it's just a part of life. And I just feel like over time, we've been able to learn how to be there for each other. And we have to reinvent what loyalty means, because loyalty, you know, the way that we showed up for each other and what we consider to be loyalty as teenagers and in our 20s is not the same thing now that we're in our 30s. Now loyalty looks a little different, and our perspectives are changing because now we are on such different paths and different journeys that we're just learning to reinvent ourselves. And I'm also, you know, realizing even with family, you know, I personally have a lot of trauma with family.
You know what? I hate to cut you off on this, because it seems like to me, in this day and age, that friends are more loyal than family. Did I say it? I said it.
You did say it. But we also have to have an understanding that we were raised by broken people who were raised by broken people, and nobody actually bothered to fix anything. So you want your mother, who was, let's face it, our parents are emotionally stunted. They're not emotionally intelligent. They didn't teach us how to acknowledge or deal with anything.
Who's gonna admit this though? You know they're not gonna admit that.
No.
You know.
But it's not about that. Okay, but if we know better, we're gonna, like, at what point, that's still loyalty, because they did their best. So at what point, you knowing that let's face it, we are better than them. They offered us that fucking opportunity to be better than them. So we can't turn it around and be like, I understand that you didn't fucking know any better.
Yeah.
You did the best you could. You might have been a piece of shit.
Yep.
But if you were raised by another piece of shit, then how much were you better than the piece of shit that raised you?
Say it again.
Were you better than the piece of shit that raised you? And a lot of the times, our parents fucking were. They were slightly better, which gave us an opportunity to be better. And let's face it, most of us as parents, we were also pieces of shit at some point or another. Not all of us, but a lot of us.
Yeah.
Who are emotionally stunted and are now in our fucking 30s trying to figure our shit out.
She sounds like she's about to go off in Spanish, y'all. That's what it sounds like.
Loyalty changes. And I was not loyal to my family. I was the part, I believed in, fuck them, discard them. Why the fuck should I help you? You should have been there for me. Until I realized, how the fuck could you be there for me? I couldn't.
And this is what
You
I'm
can't.
saying. And I'm glad you said that, because loyalty, see this, I'm glad you're getting this off your chest. Because
It's a lot. Shit, I got on a fucking rant.
And I like it.
Damn.
This is why we're on the XHILO experience right now. We need the people to hear this. They want to hear this. They need this. My podcast, the People's Podcast. Now,